All right, to continue on the video, so back to the vampire folklore thing. So I was explaining how my skin is naturally the way they were putting makeup on in Interview with the Vampire. I'm not going to go into my teeth or anything like that. I don't want to do that. I've done that before. I don't want to do that. And I'm not claiming to be an actual vampire. I'm just saying that I look like a vampire, kind of. In my opinion, now I did not just come up with, oh, my origin is Romania. I had to actually do some research, and I was like, okay, so you got the last modern, I'd say like 100 years in Italy, but where was it coming from before? And naturally, I mean, now I don't believe that there's blood-sucking vampires that actually exist who are immortal and never age. I don't actually believe that, but I do believe that because the origin of the folklore, the vampire folklore, is Romania, I do believe that there may have been, and not may have, we know that there was, like, there's an historical in 1400s, his name was Vlad the Impaler. That's where the Dracula legend came from. He actually used to drink blood. He was a nobility. He was a prince in Romania. His entire dynasty was supposed to be vampirical. Now, it doesn't mean that vampires are immortal and they drink, but nothing like that. But, I mean, because all this ancient vampire folklore, and even the last one, Vlad, which is a real historical figure, because it goes, I'm not saying necessarily that they're literal vampires, but there may have been a dynasty, there may have been a bloodline of people that look like vampires, and that's probably where the folklore came from. You know, their teeth looked a little different, like vampire teeth. They had very white skin. They didn't age really fast, or maybe they just aged really well. They always look youthful. Those are typically traits of like, kind of like bloodlines and like top bloodlines or old dynasties, that kind of thing. These are typical features and typical traits of those bloodlines. I talked last night about how I'm not just alone, you know, as in I don't have personal issues. I'll explain what I mean. If I was displaced or if I started at level 0 somewhere, there's probably a lot of people like me around the world who went through similar stuff, and they are like me. I know for a fact that there are people like me. And I didn't realize who I was till very recently. And when I realized how strong I was, I started really pairing it up together, like, you know, there's a lot of people like me. And it just, naturally, the contacts just started building up, you know, of just by knowing who I was and showing it. That's all it was. It's like showing your colors. If I show you my colors and you're like, well, that's on my flag too. Well, we got something there. I think I've hit about 8 minutes or around there. You know what? I'm just gonna wrap. Probably 9 minutes. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna try to do shorter vids, maybe like, but I think it's better to do like. Anyways, I'm gonna say good afternoon again. Maybe I'll continue on in the next video.